G'day guys, just doing a quick vid today on our GIC 2011 camper trailer. A lot of people have queries about how these things hold up after a while. Well, ours is obviously now 5 years old. We're just going to have a quick look today at how ours is looking. So as you can see from looking around, there are a few obviously scratches and dents here and there, as you'd expect with a 5-year-old camper trailer. But on the whole, we're pretty happy with it. It's held up really well for us. We've only had a couple of things go wrong, and we've taken it on some pretty major corrugated roads. We've done the Oodnadatta Track in it, mainly highway driving. So just having a look at the main cover on the tent area, one thing that some people do get concerned with in the older campers is the zippers on the cheaper campers. That a lot of people say that they have trouble with them failing, letting them down. We've never had a problem. One thing we do is keep some silicone spray up to it quite a bit, so as you can see, it goes opens quite well. Another thing to look for sometimes is people can pack up the main body. We've been guilty of it, putting too much stuff on top, and that can also cause them to stretch and break as well. So one thing that did happen just a couple of weeks ago is, as you can see, we lost our gas bottle holder. We're going on a fairly corrugated road in the Kimberley, bottomed out and heard a big thud and the gas bottle was gone. We have done a couple of upgrades to it. People say to do that with the cheaper camper trailers as you go. So we've put brakes on ours. The other thing that can play up here and there, the Jockey Wheels. That's one thing I will replace very soon. It's one thing I've been meaning to do. They're just a little bit cheap and nasty. As you can see, they're a little bit shaky and a little bit loose. It's always been like that. As you can see, just looking at the condition of the stone guard, it's held up pretty well as well. As I said, we've been through some fairly rough dirt roads, nothing too serious, but it has had a little bit of a hammering and it's kept together pretty well. So just having a look at the outside of the camper now. See, everything's held up pretty well actually. It's got a few scuff marks here and there. I think that's just mainly from setting up and packing up the camper. Just a little bit of discoloration, but doesn't affect the performance at all of the canvas at all. It's just held up and kept us dry and done its job really well. We've never actually had a leak in the camper at all. We think that's down to the seasoning of the canvas. We sort of did what the manufacturer told us to do, and never had a problem at all with that from that side of things, and we've been in some fairly heavy rain from time to time. So you can see there that the condition of the fly screens are in really good condition still. Haven't had any rips with those either. And all the zippers are still working okay. So it's the same deal with the zips on the high traffic areas. Just a little bit of silicone spray or something to help them along. So you do that and they're holding up fine. So just having a look inside the camper trailer now with the tent up. Same deal with the scuff marks and discoloration, but really, as I say, it doesn't affect the quality of the performance of the canvas at all. The floor's held together really well, no rips or tears in it. Just having a look at this pole here. We have had one little problem with the steel actually tearing on us. But we think this may have been the way that we set up one day. We were in a bit of a hurry and I think I might have put the supporting pole in wrong and just we're trying to beat the weather. Things like these nuts for doing up the sliding poles and whatnot still seem to be working really well. Like they just do their job, slide them out and away you go. All the bedding area is not a problem at all. So we paid about $7,000 for ours brand new back in 2011, and that was a lot of money for us, so we were very concerned about how it would hold up. But after 5 years we think it's done pretty well. Hopefully this will help anyone out who's wondering about the cheaper camper trailers on the market. Cheers.